So the game has just finished. Hoffenheim 2, Tottenham Hotspur 3. We got the job done. 3 points in the Europa League. Got Ricky Norwood with me. Ricky, what do you make of it?
Mate, what a bloody game. It was a crazy game. You know, first half I felt we done really well. I felt, you know, Bentancur and Maddison, they were running the show. I felt Bentancur, as that defensive screen, was doing really well. Maddison was finding passes, he was nipping about. You know, the first 2 goals in that first half was sublime. I loved Poro's cross. You know, there was so many good things, and Sonny scoring in that first half as well. So I was really expecting them to go into that to the half time and, you know, with a little bit more belief, with a little bit more gusto, with a little bit more, let's go get this win. And for the first 20 minutes, I want to say, of that second half, it's like we just gave it to Hoffenheim for a minute. I said in the first half that Hoffenheim didn't press us, they didn't pressurise our defence, and they switched that around in the second half. Yeah. And you could tell by giving them the ball, because that's what happened 14 times, we gave them the ball and then they just continued to pressurise us. So we ended up having like 10 shots, they ended up having 10 shots on goal, where, you know, there's a penalty claim, and then thank goodness it was ruled out, and then 2 minutes later after getting away with that, they go and score. So it was just like, it was a topsy-turvy one. And by the end, Chris, I was praying for that whistle to be blown, because I was like, please do not do this. We need this win, we need this to keep moving forward. And it wasn't all great, it wasn't all rosy, but it was the win that we needed.
I was going to say exactly that. The 3 points in the Europa League, very, very important, because of course we want to be qualifying automatically in that top 8. Yep. Of course we face Elfsborg next week. Very, very important as well to get back to winning ways.
Needed to. I mean, you're the one that goes home in a way. How did it feel for you to see a win?
Finally. Yeah. No, it was a very, very important win. But let's talk about the first goal, Maddison.
Yeah. I think, what was it? Poro floated the ball over, and it was a defence-splitting goal. From what I could see, anyway, from my position, it just cut out the Hoffenheim's defence. And the way that Maddison just brought it down and finished, it was class. And that's what we want to see from Maddison. Do you know what I mean? We want to see him up for it, taking the game by the scruff of the neck and controlling it. We want him to be the man, and it was great to see that in the first half. That's why the second half, those 20 minutes, it just troubled my soul a little bit. And you know, we are fragile. We have been on a losing run, and you know, once that first goal goes in, it can start to seep in. And I was just praying that we were going to see it out and not let the stupid mistakes and allow them to score and get back into this game, which they to be fair, they shouldn't have got back in the game. I felt that we let them.
Ricky, apart from the players you mentioned, who else impressed you this evening?
It was good to see Richarlison up there. I thought he pressed really well. Sonny getting his 2 goals. Kulu was a monster. The way that he was rolling defenders. There was sometimes I was like, hold the ball before rolling them, but I felt that there was really good performances. I thought Archie Gray again. Yeah. You know, Ben Davies, reliable Ben, again coming in there, calm, assured. You know, Austin started good, but then obviously the 2 goals. So there were good performances throughout the team. But again, I felt it was us that kicked ourselves in the backside and allowed them to into this game.
I know we don't want to use excuses, but we've got so many players out. So for this team to come and get the result, I know we made it difficult for ourselves in the end, but like we've said, the result was the main thing, isn't it?
The result was the main thing, and 3 or 4 of those players were out on their feet at the end.
Yeah.
They were sitting on the ground, you know, they were breathing heavy, they were out on it, so they are feeling it. And that's why it was like nice to see Will Lancashire come off and get some minutes. It was nice to see Mikey Moore again back on the field, get some more minutes under his belt. And then Elise making his debut. I thought he looked really nice. I thought he looked really good. I thought he was big, strong. He looked like he enjoyed a dribble, and he looked like he enjoyed a run. So it's exciting times. It's going to be... You know, it's going to be nice to see what comes from him as well.
A brace for Heung-min Son, of course a goal at both ends. Interesting, a great celebration over by the away end, because you know he loves it, doesn't he? It's nice to see him get back to goal scoring as well.
Yeah, and I think that second goal is the one that he needed, because it was an important one. You know, we really needed to score at that point, and you know, we've needed our Sonny back. You know, I think that he's been one that is been taking it on his shoulders, been taking the pressure, been taking the results, been taking the responsibility on his shoulders, and I think it's affected him kind of personally, emotionally. So I think getting that goal there, and you saw him at the end, he loved it. He came up to the away fans, you know, everybody was singing his song, he turned around, clapped and everything, and he gave us a fist pump, and I think that's what he needed. He needed that off of the fan base as well. After seeing that video that you put up on the channel against Everton, it was so fantastic that the away fans that jumped on a plane, train, automobile to get here to support Tottenham Hotspur sang and stood up for him and gave him a standing ovation. Well done. Let's hope he kicks on from this. We know what a quality player he is. We know. And that's all he needs. He needs a bit of good luck. He needs a bit of confidence, and he needs a bit of backing from us to push him on.
You look cold, mate.
I'm freezing. I love this new hoodie. Honestly, this is a Tottenham hoodie and it's got a snood attached. I'm like, I am freezing.
Ricky, obviously we're going home tomorrow, but what's your time been in Germany? What's it been like?
Do you know what? I've loved it, you know. I have absolutely loved it. Like I say, first away day trip, first away game, you know, in Europe as well, and the travelling, we've been cracking jokes left, right and centre, you know, we've met great community, we've met new people, and there's been so many stories that I cannot talk to you about, but I will say lovely jubbly, and those that know will know, and and those that know will know, but it's been awesome, and to not only be in a new ground for me, but to come away with that win that we've needed for so long. I'm buzzing, mate. I don't think I'm going to sleep tonight.
We've got Leicester up next in the Premier League, and it's great to get back to winning ways, but of course we need to win in the Premier League on Sunday. How are you feeling ahead of that one after tonight? Because Andrew said that possibly a couple of players will be back, Sarr and Basuma, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. So, I mean, they've got to build on this, and we've said this many a time during this season, that they've got to build on the previous result. But the one lesson that I would take from today, and it's something that we've done a lot, is don't give Leicester, don't just give them the goals, don't just give them the opportunities, let them earn it. If they're going to get a goal, if they're going to attack, let them earn it. Let's not kick ourselves in the backside, let's continue to control. And let's continue to keep moving forward. I know it's tough because we saw how tired they were by the end of it. You know, so I understand they've got travelling, there's a lot going on, but with a couple more players back, maybe we can increase that kind of rotation. Maybe we can bring those off the bench at different times and give these guys rest. And you know, we were really, I think Andrews has been really careful with Richarlison as well. What minute was it? 55? He came off?
10 minutes into the second half,
10 minutes into the second half. I think that warning against Chelsea for Mickey van der Ven and Romero has scared Ange and kind of gone, right, we're taking him off at 55 regardless of what happens. And let's keep building his minutes. Let's try and keep him fit. And so I've got a feeling he was looking sharp though, and I've got a feeling he's going to be the difference maker against Leicester.
Last question. Ange Postecoglou in the press conference before this game upon the transfer window. What do you make of his comments?
I think that we've got to look at what the question was. So instead of looking at the headline, instead of looking at the clickbait quote, the question was asked: is it possible that you will not sign a player? And of course that's possible because it's Tottenham Hotspur. Of course that's possible not to sign a player.
We have to sign players, Rick.
We have to. But he didn't say we wasn't. But he said yes, there's a possibility. And of course there's a possibility. But we've heard week in, week out for the last 8 weeks that we need help. We need reinforcements. He wants players in. He keeps asking and asking and asking and asking. So it's time for the ball and everybody in the scouting setup to step up and make these happen. You know, give us some help, because look what we can achieve. Look how far we can go when we've got help. When these players can actually be rotated, when they can change a tactic, when they can put in different personnel to kind of mix it up a bit, to go solid or to go free, or to. That's what we need. We haven't had options, and that's why we need another signing.
Ricky, let's go and get in the warm.
Yes, please.
And grab a beer.
Can I just say, it's been great being with you, though, bro. It's been great being away with you.
And you. Love you too.
And doing this, because it's been epic. It's been absolutely epic. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on.